Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, everyone? It's Chris, also known as Crispy Cappin from Twitter, from YouTube. Today is May 8th, 2022, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, especially the ones in the Crispy Cappin community. I know it's a lot of you guys out there, so shout out to you guys. Another quick morning cap video, that's what we always here for, morning cap with Chris, right? So on today's version of morning cap with Chris, quick overview of yesterday, live Twitter space stuff, a couple of announcements I want to make as well. And then, of course, I got an early look that I want to share with the community as well. Something I think we should probably get in a little earlier rather than waiting, because I can see the line actually moving on this. So first and foremost, recapping yesterday, we saw Boston lose at the end of a controversial, missed call or bad call from the ref when Marcus Smart attempted to shoot the three-pointer and only ended up getting 2 free throws because Milwaukee was in a penalty. But you saw like that wasn't a horrendous game offensively. I love defensive games, and that was actually hard to watch. I saw Milwaukee miss a bunch of shots that they should have made, and on the opposite side, Boston did the same thing. I think both teams shot under or near 40% for the game, and both teams shot under 30% from three for the full game as well. But shout out to the Bucks. They got it done. Close game. Jason Tatum played really, really bad. Jaylen Brown stepped up. Al Horford played good. And Giannis took over. Drew Holiday played well as well. So, yeah, that's what we saw in that game. And then moving on, we in the Golden State game, we saw them set a franchise record for points in the playoffs. They ended up scoring 142 points last night. Ja got hurt at the end. Jordan Poole kind of, touched that knee in a way that, he probably shouldn't have, but, broke the code. I know you guys have probably saw the videos. So yeah, man, shout out to everyone who was able to join the live Twitter space at halftime, at the Memphis and Golden State game as well. We gave out some gems. Some gems were shared in the space at the live, during halftime. Golden State -1.5. Third quarter cashed, and then I gave out the Jordan Poole over 2.5 threes live. He was sitting at 1. I think you could have got it at plus 180, plus 188. So shout out to everybody who cashed on that. Kuminga rebounds did not hit. He didn't play a lot of minutes in the first half, but picked it up in the second half and scored a bunch of points, but just wasn't able to get the rebounds. So yeah, that's what we saw yesterday. We got two, really exciting games, I think, on deck for today. The Philadelphia 76ers will attempt to tie tie the series in game 4 today after winning game 3 by 20 points in Philadelphia, returning home during the last game. So, and then we also get the Phoenix Suns and the Dallas Mavericks. I've seen a lot of, line movement in this one already. If you guys are, capping early, the Mavs were favored by 1.5 to open. The line has been bet all the way up to the Suns -2.5, just depending on where you're shopping. So yeah, let's get into it, man. But before we get into it, I do have a couple quick announcements. And as I'm talking about line shopping, I think it's really important to mention my new partnership with OddsJam. So I will have like a referral code for you guys, but I definitely recommend checking out OddsJam. Extremely great content over there. Not only content, but a lot of analytically driven tools and, just data collection, things that's done over there on that website. I absolutely love it. I'm glad that they chose to partner with a little guy like myself. I've been using that tool for a very long time, but it's a really good way to, get positive EV or expected value, kind of line shop, because we're all looking at the same player props, but it's important that we have multiple sports books so that we can be getting the best lines when we're placing our bets, right? I talk about it all the time in the Twitter space, whether I'm, placing my bets on books like FanDuel or Caesars, or I downloaded Hard Rock Cafe. BetMGM is another one that I use, and I'm looking for the best lines, right, when I'm placing these bets. So that website will show you guys everything that you need to know to be an extremely profitable sports gambler, especially long term. This isn't a get rich overnight, scheme. So yeah, I would definitely recommend checking out the content over there. And it's extremely blessed to be a part of the OddsJam family now. Moving on, man. Extremely excited to announce that the crispycapping.com website is officially up. I'll link it down below so you guys can go check the website out. Also, another announcement, even within that announcement, is that today, Sunday, May 8th only, there's $5 off all the merch today. So the t-shirts that are typically $35, they'll be $30. The hoodies that are going to be $50 that I have on right now, the Crispy Cap and Community hoodies, they'll be on sale for $45, and shipping is free. The merch, like I said, $5 off. T-shirts, $5 off. Hoodies, get t-shirts for $30, get hoodies for $45 today only. That will expire. And I know a lot of people have been waiting on the black. So, you know, there's black on there, there's blue on there. But go check it out. It's still some white, still some gray as well. So I'd recommend, you know, going to check out the website. I hope you guys see something that you like. And, you know, especially if you want to, you know, just support the brand, you know, feel like you're a part of the real Crispy Capping community, which a lot of you guys are, man. And I appreciate it. You know, people always reach out and ask me how they can support. So, you know, go check the merch out, man. Go check the merch out. You know, tell a friend about the merch as well. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So early looks for the day, right? So we get this Phoenix and Dallas game at 3:30. Then we get the Heat and the Philadelphia 76ers at 8 o'clock today. Okay, so straight to the Miami and Philly game. What I'm looking at in this one, right? So we got a line that opened at 2.5 in favor of the Philadelphia 76ers. It's been bought down to 1.5. So, you know, if you like, make sure you're line shopping. Like I said, check out OddsJam. To make sure you're getting the best rate on that. This is game 4. The Heat are up 2-1 in this game. Injuries and availability. Spoelstra, you know, he does this every single game. The manipulation of the, you know, the injury report. Bunch of guys listed. Gabe Vincent, Matt Strus, PJ Tucker, Caleb Martin, Tyler Hero, Dwayne Dedman with an illness. He really might miss the game. Kyle Lowry, all questionable. Embiid also questionable on the other side as well for the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm looking for some regression to the mean. I'm looking for, you know, the Philadelphia 76ers to not shoot as well as they did last game. And that leads me to my favorite player prop in this game, right? So we saw, you know, a desperate Philadelphia 76er team. I think as we should. Coming back home, you get the home crowd behind you. You know, you get your star, your MVP candidate back in Joel Embiid as well. And I think they played up to the expectation. They shot the ball extremely well. And I'm looking for some of that to adjust, right? So what I'm looking at specifically, Jimmy Butler, right? Jimmy Butler, I'm on his rebounds over 6.5. I got the line at -130 as soon as I woke up this morning. Shout out to OddsJam again. And look, so another really, really interesting thing that I want to make sure as I'm continuing to educate the community, especially the Crispy Capping community, the people that are trying to, you know, become profitable, sports gambling every single day. Another really interesting thing I want to make sure you guys know is when you're line shopping, right? Always check the best lines, the sharpest books in the world. I'm talking about Pinnacle. I'm talking about bookmakers, right? So if you were to go on Pinnacle right now and look at Jimmy Butler right now at the publisher of this while I'm making this video, it's about 7:30 a.m. If you were to go online and look at Jimmy Butler's rebounds right now at 6.5 are a -148 on Pinnacle. That's a really sharp line. So if you can beat that number, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to beat that number. If you can get a better odd than you can get at Pinnacle, then you want to take that. That's an offshore book, right? You probably can't use that in the United States. But beating the line that you see at Pinnacle, beating the line that you see at Oddsmaker is going to be extremely important for you, you know, getting that EV that we talked about, right? So Jimmy Butler over 6.5 rebounds on FanDuel is where I got it at, -130. On Pinnacle is -148. If you're asking me which one I'd rather play, I'm easily going to play the -130. So again, shout out to OddsJam for the content. Let me break this down. So Jimmy Butler, over 6.5 rebounds. First, Jimmy has a perfect 3-for-3 hit rate so far this season in the playoffs in road games, right? He's went over this 6.5 in each road game so far this postseason. He's averaging 9.7 rebounds in road games so far this season as well, which leads the team by far. PJ Tucker second, averaging about 7.7 rebounds. So we only need Jimmy to get 8, which I think is why this line's a tad bit inflated, but I'm willing to pay the juice, right? So moving on. Jimmy's also averaging 15 rebound chances per game, which is only second behind PJ Tucker on the team. Jimmy's also the consistent player that's on the Heat, right? I think this Heat team is made of glorified role players, and that's no disrespect to them, but role players don't always play as well when they're not in their home gym. And I think we saw that, if you go back and look at the numbers or you watch the game and you saw with the eye test, the Miami Heat players didn't play as well as, they did play at home in Game 3 when they traveled. Jimmy, on the other hand, played extremely well. He was able to rebound the ball. He was able to score 33 points. So I'm looking for Jimmy Butler to go over that 6.5 rebounds. Also, though, taking into consideration, Philadelphia 76ers shot 48% from the field and 48% from 3 in the last game. I expect some regression to the mean in this game for the Philadelphia 76ers shooters, which means more rebound opportunities for Jimmy Butler. So I do think that that's another way that he gets the rebounds, even though he cleared this line in the last game with Philly being able to shoot the ball at a 48% clip from the field and from 3. I think that there'll be more misses today. If you don't want to lay the juice and, play the minus 130 on Jimmy's rebounds over 6.5, I consider parlaying it with some kind of alternative spread, like maybe Miami plus 10.5 to bring the odds down. I think that'll get it to about minus 113, minus 115. Miami was punched in the mouth in Game 3, and I do expect them to punch back today. Maybe even win the game. I'm not 100% sure who wins the game. I need to cap it a little bit more in order to determine that, but definitely not lose the game by double digits is what I'm looking for the Miami Heat to do today. If you like the play, consider tailing, man. We'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. Be sure to leave your best bet also below. I'm interested to hear what the community got, not in just this game, but also in the Phoenix and Dallas game. Let me know what you like and why you like it, man. Also, consider leaving a thumbs up. If you like the video, you like the content, tell a friend to tell a friend, and make sure you leave a thumbs up, man. It just helps the channel grow. It helps the Crispy Capping community continue to grow as well. There will be a Twitter space today, probably around 11 a.m. Eastern time. So tap in if you can. Good luck on all the bets that you place. And make sure you check out the crispycapping.com website, man. Go get some merch. Support the movement, man. It's all for free. It's all free game. I never charge you guys for plays, never charge you guys for picks or analysis. I enjoy doing this, and that's a token of appreciation that you guys can show. So yeah, that's all I got, man. Good luck on all your bets today.